Good evening, parents. My name is Josephine. Today, I just want to talk about something that I'll be talking to you about this whole week, about disciplining. And I want to talk about disciplining children from the ages of 0 to 3 years. Now, let's talk about discipline. Disciplining children aged 0 to 3 years requires a unique approach, focusing on reinforcing things, guidance, nurturing, and setting clear boundaries. At this stage, children are learning about boundaries, testing limits, and developing emotional regulation skills. So let's talk about ages 0 to 1 year. This is the age we call the infants. What are you supposed to do? I know a parent is asking, 0, 1 year, anajua nini? 0 to 1 year, actually from day 1 of that child knows how to set. You start setting boundaries from that point. Let me talk about myself. Personally, my children, when God takes me through them and I delivered, first things we did is everyone slept in their own bed. Madam, you were born. Good. Stay in your bed, I stay on my own now. I want my space. And that is how you start, by teaching them boundaries. Of course, you're full. Yeah? And all that. But at the end of the day, the child wants attention. So first thing, 0 to 1 year infants have something called the positive reinforcement. Okay? What do I mean by positive reinforcement? Reward good behavior with smiles, claps, affection, kisses, all those things we do, cuddles. Yeah? Do it. Very important. Redirect. What do I mean by redirect? Redirect their attention to a suitable alternative. When they're engaging into an activity, change it to something. Is it like I've learned that most parents nowadays give their 0 to 1 year old tablets? Those children, you're making them have something called digital autism. Redirect is something positive. Maybe read a book for them. Yeah, read a book from 0. That is how that is why we don't have readers in Kenya anymore. Yeah, start reading a storybook from age 0 is very important. What about when they're becoming restless and all that? Soothing and comforting this child is very important. Soothe them when they're upset. I would say do not just soothe them. Talk all the good, positive, and always be positive. Always talk positive things about this child. Talk to them positivity. And that is how this child develops in their mind. Positivity. I'll go a bit fast because of our time, and I also don't want to take a long time talking about this. We have the other age we call toddlers, 1 to 3. Those are toddlers. Oh, terrible 2, We know that terrible 2 stage, what it means. Anyway, so here, first of all, clear communication. Use simple, consistent language to communicate expectations. You heard me right. Boundary setting. Establish clear boundaries and consistently reinforce them. Again, redirection. Redirect their behavior to an acceptable alternative. Here is where we have the terrible 2 and terrible 3 stage, where you find a child is jumping on the seats and visitors are there and wants to grab this. That is a lot of energy. Mama, Baba, redirect that energy to something positive. You can't tell them, stop jumping on the seat, and then what? What do you want me to do? I'm only 2. I'm only 3 years old. What do you expect me to do? Give me an alternative of what you want me to do. Fine, you don't want me to jump on the bed, you don't want me to jump on the seat, then give me an alternative. Okay? So redirect it. Next, modeling and demonstrating good behaviors. You as a parent. I am telling you, don't get in dirty shoes from outside. But you're the first one who gets in dirty shoes. You as a parent. Hello? That child will follow exactly what you do. So we cannot blame these children. Let's be role models even for our own selves. Okay? Now, consistent rules. Stop changing rules. If you say bedtime is 8, bedtime is 8. You as a parent cook early, make sure the child has eaten, you've read your storybook, you've done all those shenanigans you're supposed to do, and by 8, tuck in that child to bed. And when you say it's bedtime, it's bedtime. Lights out, lights out. Don't say, but you know, tomorrow is a holiday. Bedtime is bedtime. Okay? Next, natural consequences. When I say natural consequences, I know some of you are like, Kiboko. Just use natural consequences like cleaning up after a mess. They have played with their toys. They've dumped them there. Hey, it's not auntie's house girl to do all those things. That lady is also getting tired, or that houseboy. Make sure your child knows there's tidying up, there's packing up. I can at least try and fold my socks, even though I don't do them perfectly. I can do my socks and store them in a place. I know when I remove clothes and are dirty and I need to go and take a bath. I know where to pick my towel, where to put my soap. I'm small, yes, but I can be a little helper. But it only starts by you directing and reinforcing, and also natural consequences. Now, we have something called positive reinforcement, what I've just talked about. Praise and reward a good behavior. Wazazi, please, reward these children. If you want a good child, reward this child. Some have, like in my house, I have a chart. When they were small, a small chart where I put for you a star. When you get a star, at the end of the day, when you finish your star, you get a snack. Maybe you get, that day you can get away with a chocolate or a cookie, yeah, for the weekend. Or I give you a treat to take you for a swim. Something, yeah. We may not have so many extreme things. Or that day you want to watch a movie on the tablet, a cartoon. Yes, but good behavior. Huh? Good behavior. Have you done a good thing? I will reward you. Okay? Now, next is emotional validation. Now, remember these children have feelings. Okay? Please, kindly parents, validate their feelings. Validate the child's feelings. Always put yourself in this child's shoes. Always put yourself in this child's shoes. Very important. Okay? Now, all these things I've talked about, how am I supposed to do this? When this child has kichwa ngumu tu, ameamua mimi, listening is not in me. What will I do? This video is quite long. So in the next video, I want to talk about how we do it. Yeah? Or let me just mention, let's stay calm, be consistent, use positive language, show empathy, and offer choices. I will elaborate on those 5 things later in the next video. Welcome.